about the aims and objects of this academy?
I can what
Aims and
What is the
objects.
objective of the academy?
Yeah. Well, our objective is that we try to make, of course, the main point is to make some good footballer for Bengal, especially in Kolkata, because after so many years, we are long time back, we are not get another superstar of Indian football. Apart of Sunil Shetty, who will be replacing him now? So always I used to say, we don't have to make the work from the senior team to the grassroots. We have to start from the grassroots to the senior team. So that's why I have decided to camp. I left the work with the senior team to work with the grassroots because it was one of my dreams to coach some football academy and produce some players. Of course, among 1,000 players, maybe 10 or 15 can be a player or 5 or that is the best payment for one coach. It's not money does not matter in this situation. But if you make them a good person, good human being, and amount of them 3 or 4 or 5, I don't know. It is by God's grace. We don't know how many players will become a footballer. But we work with my experience that I had for my 40 years. As George Ipsa said, I have the full time to work. How many years we cannot say when we will make a player, but I will be working with them. I'm sure we can produce some good players.
As of now, you have 2 years contract with the academy, starting with.
See, we don't want to talk about how long because I'm free to work. How long I'll be here, only God knows. See, as I said, it is my plan from before. So now I can support it. If I need to stay 1 more year or 2 or 3, I can be here. So of course it is a challenge for me as well because I want to make the player, not because I make the player, but because I love India and especially Kolkata. I want to make some superstar in Kolkata because not only the Joy Gypsers club, but we have Mohambagan, we have Mohammedan Sporting. Later on, we don't know who comes up like Bhawanipur and other club. So we need to make good players to deliver to the clubs.
Since the days you left your playing career, how do you see the rise or fall of Indian football and as well as the club level football?
See, the club facility has improved a lot. So now all the facilities, the big club is like a genuine football club. And one is the difference I feel. So in our time, the technical quality of Indian players was superb.
Your time.
In our time, the quality of technical quality. But of course, they are not so strong, but the technical quality was wonderful. In this time, what I feel, not only myself, but when I speak with some other friends, they are physically fit, they are physically strong, but they don't have that much things to play football. The technical quality is not like before. We are not saying that because we are ex-player, but for the current situation of technical football in India, not only in Kolkata.
Why do you think so? What has made this to happen? Why is it happening?
Because the grassroots program,
Not enough
they don't start from the grassroots program. Just go to some village, collect the player with 16, 17 and send to the senior team because they have good speed, they have good power. But this player never work in the grassroots program. What is the meaning of grassroots program? It's not to play only football. They need to know how to run. They need to know how to coordinate his body. He needs to know how to eat the proper food to become a player. This is start from the grassroots.
You did National League and I League also. So do you think that today ISL will be improved the Indian football?
No.
No.
Since ISL start, I say it will not benefit in anything.
Why?
Because they play only short time. They play few months on. After that, the players, what they will do? The full season should be at least 10 months, as before. Before we came early to play Kolkata League. After that, we had Federation Cup, we have IFA Shield, we have Durand Cup. We have the pressure to win all this tournament. Now they are looking only to ISL. What about the numbers? What about the respect of Kolkata League? What about the respect of Durand Cup? All this tournament. Everyone knows about what is the meaning of Durand Cup. What about Kolkata League? Because number always will be there.
So do you think the I-League standards is much better than ISL?
No, the level of I-League is not the same. If-
When you played that time?
No.
See, in our time, I can say one thing: 70% of the foreigner and the Indian players, they are almost like ISL. Even I cannot say about myself or our team. Everyone who were from our times, our team that we had in East Bengal and Mohan Bagan, they are better than all these teams, those who play ISL. Even the quality of foreigner.
There is no relegation and promotion in the league. Is that another disadvantage? You should think that it should have relegation in a tournament in a main league?
Yes, they should. They should go for relegation. The team from my league get promoted. This is the way football. What is the mean of the? What is the challenge of the team? I have to fight to win. If I'm not to win the league, I have to fight not to go to get relegation. But they don't have this. They just can't play because if they will be out, they'll get like they will be burned or something like that. That's why they need a target. Without target, what they do? What is the target now? Some big clubs to in ISL.
And how do you see Indian team without Sunil Khetri? Do you see any player coming into the shoes of Sunil
See,
Khetri?
only the time we will
Ante,
say.
yes.
Only time we will say because number 9, like Baichung Bhutia, like Sunil Shetty,
Vijay
like the
Anand,
other
sir.
players as before, I am Vijayan, all those players, what a quality of this player. But before Sunil Shetty stop play, they should look for someone to replace him. But the work has been started 10 years ago. Now they will take 10 years more to produce another Sunil Shetty. Maybe, example, maybe from my academy, the next Sunil Shetty will come.
Right.
But they should think about that 10 years ago. Why they have to think from the day he stopped play? This is the thing that they
You
should.
mentioned I am Vijayan. Where would you put Vijayan and Baichung Bhutia?
Because the
In
level
terms of
of Indian,
talent.
that's why I used to say the quality of Indian player was superb. I'm not talking, we have plenty of players from Goa, from Kerala, from Bangalore. We all, even the team in our time who are in the last on the table, it was very difficult to beat them when we were in the top. So the quality, the level of the player, one of the main point that is regarding Badgate, because almost in that time the Badgate almost was same or similar. Now they have one club have high Badgate, the other one have so low. So it is very difficult to them to compare and play with the same level.
You're following ISL or you're following Indian football, like presently you're following your scene?
Even when I'm not here, I'm following Indian football, Kolkata football. People used to call me in Brazil to ask about news in Kolkata. Then I used to tell them, how you ask me about news in Kolkata if you are there and me in Brazil? Because you know everything about what's happening in Kolkata.
In future you want to coach any Kolkata club? Any
See,
Indian club?
it is only God knows about that. So, of course, we have a plan to become big always. Always, people. That was my dream. My dream is to play to work in the Indian team. But which category, I don't know. It's only in God's. But if I'm not doing well here, how can I move ahead if I'm not doing well where I start? So, fact, I'm looking to this academy. I'm not looking for anything else in my life. Only I will be focused on in this academy.
What degree have you done in coaching? Coaching degree you have done in Brazil?
Yes, by God's grace, everything was done. I need to work this season. Then I will apply for my pro license.
Pro license, yeah.
I have my A license right now. So since 2022, everything was. I since from before, but there is some controversy with both federation in Brazil. That's why I moved to Peru to get.
Peru you have got
Yeah,
the
I got my one from Peru, and I have got my A license, and now I'm going to my pro license.
Why there is no inflow of Brazilians now in Indian football? We see lot
Because
of-
the quality of the coaching course in Peru now it is much better than in Brazil. So now what we do in Brazil, there is in South America, Peru, Paraguay, Argentina, wherever the level of coaching course will be better, we join them. People are doing like this. In that time, Peru was the best, so I decided to join them.
No, I didn't say that. Yeah, got it.
How do you describe you coming back to Kolkata? You were almost crying on the dais.
See, I always feel at home. people in my house, they say, oh, you don't miss us. No, I'll miss everyone. But here, I'm very comfortable because I spent almost more than 10 years in Kolkata. So once I'm here, I feel I'm at home. And few days ago, I was talking with some people. I was teaching them the way, the roads to go. He's from Kolkata. He didn't know how to come and drop me here. Then I used to tell him, I know more roads and places here than my places in Brazil. Because I am not used to go out always in Brazil, in my city. But I know more roads here than when I'm in Brazil.
Douglas, would you say that the team that won the ASEAN Cup was the best ever team East Bengal had at that time or till now? Could you share that moment?
See, that was fantastic, That's why I always say that number always is number. So suppose if I'm didn't win all that trophies for East Bengal, anyone should remember me? Of course no. I won 13 trophies for East Bengal. I scored more than 35 goals. But why people still remind me? Because number are there. But if you not win Kolkata League, if you not win Durand Cup, if you not win Super Cup, how can you make your story in Indian football? That's why I say that commitment right now is not like before. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about commitment.
We want in 5 years you give us a counseling session for your academy.
Yeah, that is my dream. That is my challenge.
And we want to see
Because I will not be only in Kolkata. I'm going out of all the Indian places to bring players to
For
the academy.
scouting?
Yes,
Okay.
that is our
Are you
plan.
doing this?
Fast, no, not yet. We will go. Fast, we will see the situation here, and we'll go for it starts going for the district. How before all players come to the big clubs in Kolkata. All players come from village and district. That is I want to do. If people don't do now, I don't care. I will do the way. That's why I have come and decide to join Deep Sir Academy, because he told me you do what you think this is the best for Indian football. He give me the blank paper. Now I have to make my story. My story means I have to work. This is easy for me because everyone knows how work and fighter I am. So now it is the challenge for me.
Are you following ISL? Which is the favorite team?
No, I don't have any favorite
You're
team.
not
I
following
like
it.
to see the
And why
game.
Brazilian players are not coming for ISL? Not
It is
more than-
because of the condition of the senior team. That's why now the fever is in Kolkata in India is Spanish, because couple of years ago the senior team was doing well. That's why people thinking Spanish is in the best way. Like example in Brazil now, plenty of coaches from Portugal, because Portugal won the Euro some years ago. Then they thought that all the coaches from Portugal, they are excellent. That is the meaning. If the national team is doing well, the players have more exposures to camp. That's why. But of course, I'm happy to the way that Clayton Silva is playing. More Brazilian will come.
And would you share any moment with Baretto on and off the field? Any moment cherish you till now with Baretto?
See,
On and off the
the best with the derby that we won when the Chef Blatter was here, it was a special moment because we are playing a derby. He scored the first goal, and the end of the match I scored the second goal. It was wonderful. More than 90,000 people in the stadium. We played together. 3 Brazilian was scoring that day. Edmilson scored for East Bengal. I scored for Mohun Bagan. Baretto scored for Mohun Bagan. It was fantastic day for us.
What is so special about derbies? East Bengal Mohun Bagan. What is so special for you? Derbies. How excited you were at that time?
See,
And what was the scene of the dressing room?
see what I used to say. People always talk. Oh, you are so arrogant before the derby. No, I always used to say I'm going to tomorrow I'm going for party. I'm not saying there is not a big game or something like that, because I knew the way I prepare myself, morning, evening. I knew I deliver in the derby. That's why I have confidence. I have high confidence. This high confidence, that means it's not arrogancy. But the way I prepare myself, I knew I will do well in the match. And by God's grace, I never lost one that
You
day.
unbeaten.
And you saw
was
P.K.
running.
Banerjee, Amal Datta, whose coaching did you impress the most?
See, I didn't see,
Subhash Bhumik
I could
also.
not talk about
ASEAN Cup.
P.K. Banerjee. I could not talk much about Amal Datta, but I know that I heard that they are superb. But by heart, but I have lived with them. I cannot say anyone else about a part of Subhash Bhumik. Subhash Bhumik was the best for me. Not only as a coach, but as a person, as a leader, as everything, as a father, because he was my father here. Because when I played for East Bengal, I had lots of difficult times in my life, in my personal life. He was the true gentleman and father.
And who was the best striker which impressed you the most?
Indian player is Baichung. Brazilian player Baretto in junior.
Baretto Junior.
Yeah.